So Split Second is an action arcade racer. You can see here it's in a fairly realistic background. And what we're trying to do is bring out both the arcade racing but also explosive environments. So you can see here as we're racing, they're building a power on the back of this vehicle through driving with skill, drifting, drafting, taking out opponents. And that allows you to trigger explosions and interactions in the environment to give yourself an edge. For example, on the back right here, you're going to see a semi on the side of the road. If she had enough power, she could trigger an explosion and send that flying across the course. And that's what Split Second's all about. Cinematic, Hollywood-style explosions. One of the things you'll notice, look at the screen, is that we've made the HUD very discreet on the back bumper here.
Is there a way for gamers to personalize the cars that they drive?
So we have a whole series of different cars in 3 classes: muscle cars, supercars, and our trucks. All of them are good at different styles of driving. So if you're into drifting and like to be a little bit more aggressive on the course, you might go for one of our muscle cars. If you like speeding on the straightaways, you can go for a supercar. And then the trucks, of course, they're heavier, which makes them more resistant to opponents' power plays. In addition, as you're locking achievements and ranking in online leaderboards, you have decals and a number placed on the side of your car so people who play you know how good you are.
Are these like fictitious cities, or are they based on any particular locale?
That's a great question. So this city is not any specific real-world city. It's created just for the game. However, you'll see influences of other West Coast US cities, a few other cities around the world looking at it. So if you see something familiar in the background, that may just be from your hometown.
Tell us a bit about the types of explosions you can make, like how big set pieces can you bring down?
So it could be anything as small as an explosive canister by the side of the road. In addition, it could be something huge like that bridge in the background, or an entire building, or causing a plane to crash onto an airport runway. And some of the explosions are concussion-based, so they don't necessarily send debris onto the track, but the explosion and that power alone will send your car fishtailing and into one of the guardrails. In addition, some of our power plays are resetting, so you can trigger them once, come around the next lap, trigger them again. Others are shortcuts and can not only offer you quick shortcuts to skirt past other players, but can actually change the route and change the face of the track.
I can't wait to drop a building on somebody.
Can it outrun a building?
How many people can play online on this?
We have 8-player online multiplayer in both the racing mode and a series of other destruction-based modes that work perfect in this explosive atmosphere. Also, we have 2-player local competitive via split screen.
Downloaded content is also a big thing gamers look for. What can players expect for Split Second?
We are definitely going to be supporting Split Second with DLC. We haven't locked down exactly what that'll be, if it'll be new vehicles, new tracks, or even potentially new power plays on the same tracks. But there will be something for players to enjoy after release.
And now the whole theme about this game is kind of like a kind of like action television show. Can people like replay some of the races that they've raced in?
That's actually a very fortuitous question, because the premise is that this is a reality TV show. Split Second in the game is a reality TV show. You're a contestant on the show, and the director has created this city facade with explosives rigged to blow. So you're trying to get first place, he's trying to get ratings, and as a player you're playing through a season, so you can play through all of those epic split-second moments. You want to go back and do them again, we've got a lot of crash cams, and at the beginning and the end you feel like you're really a contestant on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Mark,
you. Pleasure to meet you. Enjoy the game. Coming out for Xbox 360, PS3, and PC, May 18th, 2010.
Thanks a lot.